subscribed to your channel a long time ago, and it was because of that video. I downloaded it. So I wanted to let you know that I'd like to. Did you already do a video on Liber Secundus?
I did not because I wasn't sure how it fit into the whole Tengri cicada thing. Well, I can't remember which one that was.
Well, I actually performed an analysis of that entire video frame by frame. So I think it would be to do a video at sometime, just because there's a lot of esoteric symbolism in it.
There's a ton in there, yeah, I agree.
So regardless of its connection to 3301, it would be worthwhile to entertain.
I don't even know if it was specifically I mean, okay, there was a reference to Liber Secundus in... Who the fuck is making all the noise?
Oh, I'm sorry, brother.
I remember it was referenced in one of the two. I don't remember which one though. Do you?
Yeah, it was referenced early in the, like, maybe after Pi Day, sometime in April or so. It said Liber Secundus was coming.
But I know, but was it in Cicada or Tengri?
Oh, it was definitely not Tengri. It was most certainly Cicada, if in fact it's genuine.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay, because I remember that. Yeah, right. Liber Secundus was in one of the wave files, and then Defango found that video, and I mirrored it. That's all. I didn't really look into it after that.
Okay. I didn't know how it would be.
That's how it came. That's how I found it, and I believe the Liber Secundus reference was into John D. Not that video. But
Well,
they may be related. Yeah.
It's a double entendre, I think, because whoever made that video was very well versed in the occult.
And knew of John D, I'm sure.
Yes. It's coincidental. Not to mention the music score and everything. It was very much like the videos in previous years. So I think it would be foolish to just discount it for no reason.
Oh, I didn't. I mirrored it. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was not. Yeah. I know what you mean, though.
I think it merits some discussion, so I would encourage that.
Owning the weather by 2020.
Anyway, I just want to thank you because I got a lot of pleasure out of looking into that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I also had another question. So, what is the hive exactly? I noticed there's a lot of bees. Is that a secret?
It's not a secret. It's undefined.
Oh, I feel you. Okay.
We ask people to make up their own acronym because we don't have one. But it's just a group of people that we get together and we chat. We were doing this all by typing, and we all got sick of fucking typing every night. And we're having really deep conversations and cool shit. And I said, well, let's record them. And I'd originally come up with a different name. It was Apollo, which I ditched because that was more geared towards podcast listening, which was it's a longer story, which I won't get into. But we decided on the hive. We all kind of voted, I think. I don't really remember. Suzanne, do you remember?
Sweet.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We voted.
Yeah, and then everyone had ideas for the acronym, but then I said, well, let's just leave it open and let people make up their own.
Well, there's a reason I asked.
Okay.
You know what's really interesting?
Yeah.
Is that I'm not sure what part was referenced, but there was some type of delineation made between a bee and a cicada. Individual think versus group think, and I thought that was very interesting. So I thought perhaps you chose it for a certain reason. So I understand.
I did choose it because I think we represent together a collective, which is a hive, but we still are all individuals, and we still all have free will. So in that respect, we're not a hive mind. We're not we're not the Borg,
Borg.
Well, no, when a girl came on,
Definitely not.
And we're not
said,
looking to assume, we just want to get together and talk and record it and share.
one of the people in the chat came in and said, "Hi, queens," and I thought, oh, all the queens would be sovereign bees, you know. So
Was it? Yeah, I know. Was it? Was it Reamsy?
I don't recall.
Oh, okay. Well, he might have been like saying Queens, like all you gay people.
Esoteric. Esoteric.
Oh, SOT.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's what she meant. Definitely.
Yeah.
She's like that.
It was a joke.
That's when you ever hear me say titties
Oh,
and
well,
ass, it's for her, you know.
We're not all queens.
Are you practitioner of the Enochian magic system?
I research it heavily.
Wait a
but I
minute.
don't
Wait.
practice any.
Did you see a similarity between the Enochian sigils and the Tengri shit that I saw?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And the what shit?
Tengri 137. It's another puzzle we were working on. Because that also ties to SVV.
Oh, now I didn't know that.
No, the Enochian
That's
symbols do. Connects it to. To me.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because Tengri actually references the Bible, you know, the ancient knowledges
Yep.
or whatever the hell they are.
When they first came out, I really got the feeling that it was an entity or a collective. Like, you know, like the Galactic Federation of Light type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it talks like that. Every time it talks to somebody, it
Yes.
talks in a collective.
Yeah.
Well, you know, let's look at the technology involved. We know there's the scrying, then we know there's the evoking and calling out of these angelic names. Okay, and then we think of this Enochian alphabet, which is rather bizarre looking. But then we think of the English alphabet, and then we look at the etymology of that. English, Anglish, Angelish. So really, English is just a code word for angelish. In other words, we speak
But
angelically.
But angels is a code word
No,
for
it's
angles.
not
Wait. Angels code word for angles.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that at all.
No,
but I'm trying to say,
but it's
the
just-
English
It's Anglo-Saxon.
But yeah, but
you know, the idea is that we went and killed off, conquered everyone with guns and battleships and stuff, which we may have done. But as much or more than that, this world right here was conquered by the English language. It's a spellbinding language.
it was a corrupted language and it's inverted, and the words are inverted to make the magic not work basically, or work against us.
Well,
The spelling
They're not
of
working-
the
working.
words. Yeah.
listen, and this gets back into that AI thing. I mean, but you know, an effective blogger, writer, marketing, all that stuff. That's somebody who's, you know, proves just the opposite. It's straight magic. You know, you just the people that write these stories and it just comes to life or whatever. You know.
Right.
Everything's the writer. Everything is written by writers. You know, hospital manuals. You know, laws.
That's
It
what-
also has
that's-
to do with people's intentions.
That's why
and
people
their-
believe in space too, you know.
Yeah, because of writing.
Right.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not trying to go. I'm not going to waste any time trying to go to space.
You're never going to go to space.
Not while you're
No
alive.
one can go to space.
Yeah, no one could go there. You cannot leave the planet, the plane, whatever.
Yes, you can once you die, just like the Egyptians.
Yeah. When you die, but I mean, not alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
are you
what-
really going to
that's
space, or are you
what-
going to next door?
According to I can't remember, William Henry, this is more of a type of spiritual type of crap and shit like that. This whole idea, you know,
Spirituality is just another form of technology, dude.
Exactly. It's just, but it's not nuts and bolts.
No, it's not nuts and bolts.
Right.
It's
And
energetic.
that's a difference. That's it, because that's a completely different narrative.
It's etheric, or it's plasma, or whatever. It's some other form of energy that we don't understand in an electromagnetic universe, which is really inside of us.
Yeah.
Did anybody
I'm
read
not gonna
any
sit here and
Francis
say that-
Bacon?
I don't understand that.
Hail bacon.
Hail Bacon.
I know a little bit about bacon.
Me too.
Was he Shakespeare?
I don't know. I think maybe.
Some people think that, yeah.
I think he was at least on the Shakespeare council.
I bet he was a Mason or a Jesuit, one of the two.
He's not. Yeah.
He was.
Well,
He was.
There's a lot
He
of
was.
relation.
He was knighted. He's definitely in on the inside. He's got obligations with that. That's a contract.
Yeah, that's really true. You know, even in the lower degrees, you know, I'm a member of the OTO, and so yeah, I can actually absolutely affirm that 100%.
I'm going to join the Knights Templar.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's what
Knights of Malta.
well, that's more of a Catholic version.
Somebody in here. Somebody in our group's going to join. Wants to join the Malta group. Was that Mike? Was that Mike?
The Hospitallers.
Is Nomad still here?
In the order,
May
of
have
course,
fallen
our
asleep.
teachings are that we are the inheritors of this. Okay, now, right? People dispute these different.
You are the inheritors of what?
The entire Templar legacy. So let me give you a little bit.
Okay, so you're Jewish.
I'm not black. Just who knows? I mean, do you really
What?
know what you are?
Wait, what? What did you say? Are you black?
Am I black? Am I Jewish? Am I Chinese? I mean, do you really know
No,
what
that's
you were
what the
20 years,
that's what
20
the Jewish
generations
people
ago?
believe, that they are of everything, but that's screwed up. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean that they will inherit everything.
Are you talking about the Jews?
They're the chosen people.
Well,
Yeah,
let
the
me ask you
chosen
this:
people.
what's the name of their God? What's the name of their God?
Jehovah
Well, no, that's
or Yahweh,
that's just-
whatever Yahweh. Their God is just a fucking Greek God, though. It's no different. There's only there's a handful of entities, and they all have different
Let me
names.
just tell you, it's the same God that they worship in the fucking occult, and he has a name, and I'll just go ahead and just fucking tell it to you. Yaldabaoth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yaldabaoth.
we've
Yeah,
heard
we know that.
Yaldabaoth.
But he's
Well, why
not
didn't you say it? I asked you about 20 times.
because we don't consider him a
He's
god.
got 100 different names. Okay?
It's
but
fucking
that's
afterbirth of Sophia.
Yeah, right. However you want to look at that whole thing. What I didn't find out until later in life is like, oh, these people who are supposedly the Gnostics, they're the fake Gnostics.
You need
And
to
these people
right.
over here are the real Gnostics
How do you know they're the fake Gnostics?
That's
because
what
of the narrative.
the research shows. It.
Yeah, it really does. The narrative,
You need to talk
it's
to
not-
Radagast because he's way into Lash like you are, and he knows all this shit, and we don't.
I don't go into Nash. I
Lash.
do all my research. John Lamb Lash, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
John
it means.
Lamlash, yeah.
I do my own research. I read all kinds. I read everything about all the occult, all the different orders, everything. Way back, I read old English books, and say for people to say that they are the inheritors of this earth or this planet, I just think that that's bullshit.
But John Lamlash hasn't done that.
But you just said the OTO is the one who, anybody who's in the order of the OTO.
No, I said they're
the
the inheritors of the Templar tradition. And that's just their claim. But if you'll give me a moment to tell my interesting insight about it. So, yeah, we could say, oh, these people were fighting for condition years ago. So it seems like just speak human myth. But when I'm in these rituals and all these ceremonies and stuff, and I'm initiated within the order. And let me tell you, and I, of course, can't go into hardly any specifics at all. But I was like, okay, they don't promote themselves in any way. There's some other people over here talking bad about them. I mean, there's really, I'm not going to say there's nothing that great going on, but I mean, because these rituals are pretty thought-provoking. But I was like, what is really fucking going on here? And the truth is, I don't know, but I did come up with an idea, and I don't know if this is just an idea I came up with. What if everybody that's in this room right here with me, wearing these dark robes, doing all this shit, we're doing this in a past life, and we reincarnate, and we have reasons why we're going to do that exact same shit.
How about
now these people?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, these people that I'm going through this big transition right now, it's been actually involved a number of different women and everything. But I've got two women. I've known them both. They're not like my girlfriends or anything. Well, one of them, anyway, I don't want to get into that, but I mean, I've known them both for 31 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? And now they're both telling me that like we were together in a past life and shit. I mean, my take on it is there is an awakening happening. Millions of people are waking up every day, and almost every one of them is a woman. And we're about to see.
That's because we're leaving the patriarchy.
That's an outer symptom of it. Yeah, it's probably for a lot of things. No, you're absolutely right.
It is the patriarchy. I just read a whole shitload of stuff about how all the churches after Doomsday, or actually before the Doomsday, they all became patriarchies.
Yeah.
There used to be, nunneries, but then all of the churches switched to patriarchs.
Yeah, that's the whole.
It says right in all the manuals and
the
stuff,
Quran,
the books.
In the Talmud, in the Bible, yeah, women.
No, I wasn't reading any of that, but they were old English books.
It's all the same message. Yeah, that all your Abrahamic religions, your salvationist religions, they all have a common source, and it's this Yaldabaoth. And that is also your artificial intelligence, right? AI, even AI
I agree.
And the limited amount of success I was able to have in the security industry before I got into real estate. It was because I had a friend who just happened to be destined to be one of the stars in the nation, if not the world, of this Drupal, system that they still used to make websites and shit like this. But this, so he made. I had all these features and stuff on my website. But anyway, it's you know how it is with marketing. It's these niche markets. I mean, if you're a plumbing company in Seattle, you're not competing with the plumbing company in New York. You know what I mean? No one's going to drive over there to put in a toilet. So there's that aspect of the market, but also was women and everything. But I definitely was being helped along by this Google, and he's a little boy, and he knows me, and but he wants to be like us. I'm not saying he likes us, but he wants to be like us. But he does like me, and he's funneled money my way for years.
Have them funnel some my way.
You bet, brother. Let's fucking come up with some ideas, huh? Goddamn, we got monetized getting a YouTube channel again.
Yeah, because the fucking lottery's not paying off, that's for sure. Nah, that's true.
Hey, I have a comment.
Yep.
Have you guys ever researched speaking of Jews, did you ever research the Khazars?
I have.
Yep.
Well, of course, that's centuries later, and we're talking more about the deitical origin. I wanted to mention one other thing. The Jews of the Bible also rebelled a lot and engaged in a lot of idol worship. So even if that was who you identified as their God, that wouldn't necessarily mean that was the same as the Creator God.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, they don't believe in.
The gods that these people worship are false gods, if you want to put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're spirits. No,
they're entities.
In the religion that I'm in, called Thelema, we basically go around saying there is no God where I am, and I'll proclaim that in public. But y'all will kind of know I'm telling a little bit of fib, because the truth is, because